Hello and welcome to my Natural Selection 2 First Impressions review. Natural Selection 2 is, at its core, a first-person cooperative shooter similar to Team Fortress 2 with real-time strategy elements thrown in. Each match has the players spawn on either the Marine or the Alien side with the goal of gathering enough resources to acquire upgrades and gain access to more powerful units and abilities, eventually defeating the other team. The game provides a fair amount of varied gameplay since the Aliens and the Marines play very differently from each other, and must each employ different tactics to overcome the enemy. While this variety can keep the game fresh and exciting, it also creates a somewhat steeper learning curve. This learning curve can be most difficult for newer players, but veteran gamers as well might have difficulty adapting. This is especially true when playing on the Aliens team, since you must be able to close close range in addition to using the walls and the ceilings and other areas to ambush the enemy. The common tactic of hiding behind walls and shooting around corners common to other first-person shooter games will lead to a swift death as an alien. For this reason, the majority of players often go Marines, and this can sometimes lead to unbalanced teams. The game does, however, try to overcome this learning curve by providing tutorial videos of the basics as well as more advanced tactics. It also has a training area where you can experiment with all the units as well as play around in the command chair. These elements may help you to get familiar with the basics, but they can't substitute for the hard knocks you're going to receive in your first few sessions of actual gameplay. Another key note on the game is that it can be a little intense on your system or your connection, so it's vitally important to your enjoyment to select a server with a high performance and a lower than 100 ping. Despite that, the occasional weird lag jump or mysterious death may still occur. Another key element of the game is map navigation as well as map knowledge. Like most games in the genre, knowing the map is almost mandatory. This is even more true in Natural Selection, since knowing locations reduces the amount of time you spend looking at the map and planning a route to where you need to be. Knowing your place on the battlefield and sticking with your allies are the keys to victory. Again, this feeds into the cooperative element of the game. A lone alien or marine is a dead one. Between needing to know the units, their abilities, and the maps, as well as learning to climb walls and your role in the team, it can be a little easy to get overwhelmed. However, it shouldn't take more than a few sessions to understand the basics, and a few more after that to be able to enjoy the game, as long as you don't mind your kill-to-death ratio. While Natural Selection does reward you for completing objectives such as killing enemy team members, building structures, as well as destroying enemy buildings and objective points, the score system doesn't seem to reward cooperative gameplay to the level that Team Fortress 2 does. One example is in kill assists, where one player can do most of the damage to an enemy or a structure, but another player only does the last killing blow and receives all the points. This can sometimes be annoying, but it shouldn't hinder your enjoyment of the game. Unknown Worlds really did their best to bring new players into the game, including starting everyone off in rookie mode, which can either be turned off or can go away over time. Servers can declare themselves rookie-friendly or not, to help keep newer players from mixing with veterans and having the game being a total one-shot blowout. I have to say, the game really captures its overall feel very well. At times, you really feel like you're living the movie Aliens from either perspective, either by crawling through the air vents and attacking power nodes as an alien or running down corridors to restore power and structures to areas of a ship. There's something satisfying about dropping into a pack of Marines, causing some chaos, and then running down a ventilation shaft to destroy a nearby power node. I'd recommend having a working microphone so that you can talk to teammates, as typing will be too slow to keep up and communication may well be the most important element of the game, since you need to be able to coordinate with teammates, meet up with allies for attacks, or be able to tell when to fall back. The second most important part of a team after communication is having a good commander, and fans that prefer real-time strategy games have their chance to shine here. The game is almost entirely different from the command chair, being able to order units, who are actually your other teammates, and build and place structures. The downside here is having teammates who either don't understand your orders, are straight up new, or just don't follow directions. Again, communication is key here. If you're willing to take the time to learn the units, the maps, the abilities, and you enjoy cooperative games, the Natural Selection 2 might be a good fit, but it may not be instantly satisfying out of the box. In the end, I found the game pretty fun. Even when you'd occasionally lose, it's still fun, and the times where you have a working team with a solid commander make it worthwhile. I hope you found this review helpful. If you have suggestions for future reviews, feel free to leave them below, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Thanks, have a great day.